Hello, Johnny Jones. This is Luke Smith of RealVacantLand.com. I love watching your meteoric rise of seven brews spreading across America. I'd like to throw my hat into the ring. I've got a couple properties I think would be great for seven brew. I love the idea of how you bring these things in and set them up on land that's ready to go and get them into production really quick. I love the average unit sales that you guys are putting on the board for how much you're selling at each one of these locations. And just looking at it, wishing I could set up some of my properties for you guys to deliver these buildings and make it happen. So let's jump into it. Let's take a look at two different properties I'd like to present to you today. First property, I'm looking at your website. I'm looking at where your locations are. I look at lots of data, right? I'm a data guy. I love buying, selling land, figuring out land, trying to make land work. There's a gap in here that is, we've got, there's a circle of just why isn't it happening? Let's zoom in. So Toledo, Ohio, I've got a property that I think you would like. I think it would work. I think it would be a good one. They had Big B Coffee was quite interested in this property, and I just was never able to land the plane with them. I offered them the moon, and it still didn't go. So whatever. But I think you guys have better average unit sales and sounds like customer service, and you're growing faster. You guys are both growing fast, but this location is right off the I-75, Sutter Avenue and Benor Road, the corner of Sutter and Benor, just north of the river here. So I-75 is I think a more important river than this water. It's a river of cars. You got a river of cars going right by the property and seeing this thing. I'm going to jump in and pull up some more maps. Before I do that, here's a picture of the property. It's just vacant land. We can bulldoze this out, make it just right for you. So here's the property. We're at the corner. We're in this chunk here between the I-75 and the CVS. So there's a CVS, here. So the I-75 is looking at it. It's looking right at it. People are going to see it. They're going to see it getting built. They're going to see it getting set up. They're going to see it opening. They're going to see the other people going there and be like, my sister talked about that, that coffee that she had. And, the moms are going to be watching the kids at soccer, and one's going to have the brand, and they're going to go there, and they drove by on the I-75. They know right where it is. They don't even have to ask. There's going to be so many cars going by here. They're going to know where it is. And other people are saying, I saw it on TikTok and I heard about it. Your brand is getting out there. They'll show up when you have a pile of traffic like this. So if we zoom out a little bit, we've got the grocery store to the south. There's a Kroger. There's a Kroger grocery store down here, and they're doing about 76,000 customers a month. Yeah, here's Kroger. And then to the north of this is a Meijer. So there's a nice big Meijer over here. Meier's doing 145,000 customers a month. Here's a bunch of classic fast food restaurants in the area. And then if we zoom out some more, this whole neighborhood over here it's got other fast food restaurants going here too. But this whole neighborhood funnels through right by this location that I'd like to build the seven brew on, and or watch you guys build it, or however you want to do it. So this whole neighborhood would funnel right through there, and this is right between the two major supply centers for this neighborhood. And so people heading in and out, they could get their coffee on the way in and the way out of these neighborhoods. It's all right here. The freeway pours off and comes right into here. So if you're coming off the freeway and going to the Meijer, you're going right by here. If you're going north, you're going here. If you're going south, you're going here. This is right in the middle of how you get on and off the freeway for this whole area. The land to the south here, the most recent trade that I know of is this O'Reilly's. This O'Reilly's just got built right here in this corner. Let's see if I switch it over. Yeah, so there's a piece of dirt in the satellite views, but if you go there in person, it's O'Reilly's opened earlier this year, and I believe they paid $395,000 for that piece of land. So it gives you an idea of the price tag for the area for 1 acre property, or mine's 1 acre. Theirs was, I think, 0.8 acres or something. Okay, so I pulled up some traffic. I got a traffic map. So if we zoom back in on this area of Toledo, we've got the traffic here, like 38,000 on the southbound side. This is the northbound side looking at you. The southbound side's 50,000 cars a day, but just a ton of cars. Benor to the north, 12,500 cars a day. Benor or Sutter to the east is 15,000 cars a day, 9,000 on this one, 5,000 on that one. It's an intersection that comes from multiple ways. People funneling out of these neighborhoods and crossing through are going to go right by this location. The CVS that's next to us, we've got easements coming in off of both of these roads through the parking lot, covering the parking lot into this area. It's a flat area. We can bulldoze out and get the utilities into, do the subterranean work, set it up, the hardscapes, however you want it delivered. We can set it up and deliver it how you want it. Okay, so let's jump out of that. That's property number one. Property number two is, let's go back to your map. So we're on your map on Seven Brew's website. I'm going to zoom out here. And I got your information by calling the Seven Brew locations around Columbia. We started calling around here because this property I have is in Newberry, and I figured this would be a great spot for a new Seven Brew to go in. Newberry is a town here off the side of Columbia that's got this kind of retail corridor going on, Main Street. And so the Walmart that's there is doing 131,000 customers a month, and which is significant to me because it's driving the traffic that's happening on these other fast food locations to the north. So in this same parking lot, we've got a Wendy's, which is right next to the property that I am presenting to you. We've got a Taco Bell, KFC, lots of stuff across the street, down the street, around the corner and everything, but no Seven Brew. This Wendy's is doing really well. This Zaxby's is doing really well, and they're both in the same parking lot that this parking lot extends right into our property here that I'd like to put the Seven Brew on, get it all, whatever you need, set it all up to deliver this thing. You put the building on there, turn on the lights and let it rip, right? So I pulled up the Wendy's as an example. This Wendy's next door to the property is 86 percentile. This is a top performing Wendy's, and it's bounced around in the low 90s and 80s over time. Over the last year, it bounces around as different Wendy's have more or less sales going on. And Zaxby's in the same parking lot, same thing. They've been bouncing around in the 90s. They're doing a 96 percentile right now as I'm looking at this, depending on, customer counts of all the Zaxby's across the country. It's in the same parking lot as the land that I think we should put the next Seven Brew into. So if we zoom in on this, okay, and on the other side of it, the land just went under contract next door to us, and it's not a coffee shop that's opening there, but I got a pretty good idea what's going there. It's not going to be a direct competition, but it's another service operation that belongs. This area is filling up. Okay. So these two properties I think would be great for Seven Brew. I would like to set them up for you. I'd like to do the hardscape. I'd like to do the subterranean work. I'd like to deliver it to you ready to your specs to deliver these buildings and let it rip. You can start paying for them later on as you're up and going in business and the things cash flow, and you can use cash flow out of business to pay for them. So make it really easy for you. Let me know if that works. Let me know if these sites are what you're looking for. If you're looking for something else, please let me know. I love figuring out land, and I can go figure them out and deliver them up to you to how you want them. And just let me know. I'll put my information in email that I'm just about to send you with this video. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Luke Smith, RuralVacantLand.com.